So while Father is doing the ablutions, I'll chat along with you in prayer for a few minutes. So if you might want to be seated. It's a joy for me to come back to Woodland again and to see my presence in the diocese doing very well. Father John, I was the one that welcomed him from the Philippines to Placerville, and I was so impressed with him that he tried to fit in with the people. He made an effort to remember people's names, and people were so humbled by that. And so I did write to the bishop and asked if he would consider welcoming Father for a permanent place in the diocese, which they did, and he was sent here. And as I told you the last time, we priests have a special respect for the parish of Woodland because it's so near Sacramento, and but it's a different county, and so many wonderful things are Roman Catholic in this parish. When I was a young priest, it was the biggest parochial school in the diocese. It was, I've known many of the priests who came here, especially Father Con O'Donnell. He was a dear friend of many of us, and he developed a very rare disease with his blood, and passed away a very young man, really. He was the third-ranking priest in the diocese, very intelligent person, and but you would never know that. He was soft-spoken but very wise. And so I'm grateful also too for Father Jonathan. He's your new pastor, and I think now that you have two wonderful young priests. And as I talked in the first reading about the city of Jerusalem, this is the special place. Jerusalem means it's a city of peace. And so many times they don't have peace there. It's not a city of peace, even today. And but Jerusalem is meant for every city. And I hope that you have peace in your house, peace with your priests, and peace with your church. And if there is not peace, that there can be, and that we can work for a better parish, or that you can work for a better relationship with your family members. Every day is a new beginning, as it said in the first reading today. And to look forward to times in your life that are very consistent with peace. To have peace of mind, it's a wonderful, wonderful gift. And so I just want to say one more little thing about peace, and it's the contradiction or the opposite to peace, violence and disharmony. And it's interesting that we're going through the last period of Lent now, and we'll have the resurrection shortly in our life. We'll have total peace. But it sounds like God wants to be part of us through Jesus, as Jesus suffers. Think about that during the Holy Week and the Passion. Well, why did God allow Jesus to go through this suffering. And we have to go through that ourselves too. And I just give you a couple of little examples that it does make sense in our lives that we have to suffer too. If you ever look at a bunch of kids before they go out to play a very important game, their coach tells them, now kids, you have to pay attention, you have to take some hurt here, you have to go through very difficult circumstances here if you're going to win. This is not going to be easy. You have to really knuckle down and go through pain so that you will be a champion. The same is true with life. And I would ask you to think about maybe somebody you know who has recently welcomed a new child into their family. And especially to look at that mother. That mother is prepared to go through absolutely anything for that child. And the pains of childbirth. The woman forgets that as soon as her child is born. And I never went through that. Males don't have to go through that. But I believe that the pain is unbelievable. And it's a kind of a foreshadowing of what that mother is prepared to do for their child. That child will give that mother a terrible time. And the mother will forgive, because the child is her own, the child doesn't understand. And I've seen a child who is a year old slap its mother on the face, and the mother just takes it. I've seen children older than that making serious mistakes, and the mother just says, okay, let's start anew. Let's go through this. Let's try and do it better the next time. The patience that mothers and fathers have with their growing children, and what they're prepared to do so that they would be safe, and that they would have an education, and that they would learn how to grow up and to be mature persons. It takes a lot of suffering and patience. And I think that that's why God is allowing Jesus to suffer for us too. So you're looking at your future, you're hoping that it will be good, and it does turn out good. I'm a senior citizen now, and I'm very, very happy in my life. I'm delighted that I did all these things in the different parishes, and now I can sit in retirement, come and visit Father John, and to see him doing okay. I believe you have some difficulties with your parochial school, he was telling me, but that'll get over. These crosses come and they go and they get better. And we have to pray that these things won't affect us deeply, but they'll challenge us to try and go back and do better the next time. So I just know God has been with me in all the difficulties that I've had in my life, and it turned out okay. And I would ask you to take whatever God sends you and to say, okay, today my best friend is very ill, but you don't plan funerals before the person dies. Don't ever do that. But say, I wish this person good. I wish this person life. I wish this person hope and strength. And it's amazing what people can achieve by that. And then if the person dies, then you plan your funeral, because your faith tells you that they're in heaven. So thanks for listening to me, and have a great week.